And it's quite amazing to look at in the morning. And so anyway, this is marine intrusion. When a woman can walk down Gold Street feeling like she's moved to Atlantis, when the only mine's been closed 100 years, and the only gold is music, seeping through fog, it's what we call a marine intrusion. Interloping visions and lost deities finding the way home like thieves, because we don't recognize what's sacred anymore. Women in big hats with lilies behind their ears, women in black and white scarves dance on stairways with bougainvillea and clouds. Men in jeans and honest faces. Music offers solace, offers some kind of way to reach out, to ring bells on Gold Street. Not Pin Pan Alley, but Montezuma's preciousness. A marine intrusion natural as tides, learning to pray, to give more of yourself than you think you have, digging below the bottom of what's possible. And so clean, like an expensive gangster, a Tibetan shaman's prophecy, marine intrusion like wind. Like winds make fires, make dust swirl, make us catch ourselves till we fly against our will, till we like it, till we know we was meant to soar, to be free in truth. More ourselves and music, a voice to move through, a voice we cannot speak in. Marine intrusion is a meteorological phenomenon like rain and sun. Like, come on, like Felipe says, the consequence of being real, unpredictable as the weather, sure as the sun rising, the sweet comeuppance of risk. If you wear a lotus in your hair, it'll fly with the horn. If you wear a lotus in your hair, it'll fly with the horn. Marine intrusion, moving soft. Don't you want to be music? Don't you want to be music and fog? Don't you want to be music and fog and ease into the daybreak of cosmic events? Sound and rain. Yeah, like rain. To you about today, to me, actually happened I don't mean like they happen like in my real life. Ntozake herself sweating and with bleeding things. I scratched my leg and it happened. I don't mean like that. It happened. I mean like it really happened like my heart flew open and I could see things that weren't there and I could feel people who were years and years away from me. I mean like that happened. Do you understand the difference? Okay, good. Then this is something that really happened. And I named a whole series for it. I spent a lot of time in Texas and in Trinidad. And in Texas and Trinidad and New Mexico, there's a very high population of lizards. And I grew very fond of these creatures who come in fabulous, brilliant colors and sneak up on you when you're in the shower or when you're lying in the tub or when you're trying to get up in the morning and you think no one's there. And then all of a sudden, so I became fascinated with living lizards, you know, the ones that would come to the bathroom or in the tree. And then I saw a photograph of a man's torso, buffed as it was, tattooed with the sinew of lizards. Just lizards' bodies coming out of his every muscle. It was an awesome sight. And that became my sensual commitment of the year. This is not a funny story. This is a love story. Okay, you ready? All right. A dogon iguana, one eye open, seeing me, seeing my dreams creep like David Roussev's feet from my finely cut pecs. Broadway-built niggas on gleaming bridges admire so much they stop and smile, snaggle-toothed, gleaning. All they know I bet not toy with they dreams swimming atop the Rio Grande in rainy season. So my calves tease the border patrol. Jalisco court and dance? No, Sonora harvest. Toes, water, ritmo, made it. Land. Tattooed like his arms, lizards slithering atop the wet crossing toward Aqaba, toward me. Like silk, his skin demands a human touch. Can you smell it? The pimiento and dust, lettuce and uva now hard as muscle as his lips drawn permanently against steam rushing from dark patterned family espresso pots. Papi, ¿esto listo? ¿Está listo? Como some four-legged underwater creature, lithe, 6 million years old, a conspicuous cholo agasao. When he quotes Marti, nobody notices but me. By the malecon hidden in the tides rising with each morena's wail etched on our skin. How could she know Guillen, the tricky Cubano, light on his feet? A black ox covered with ribbons and bloody medals for his amazing grace. How El Son trips sacred from his laughter and La Habana Vieja rolls her eyes, 'cause once these words, fragiles, full of Coney Island bubbles float from mouth to nose to Miami. The tortured negrita in Santo Domingo, whose mommy sewed polyester hems while Trujillo imitated Porfirio's dreams of his own statue, loose rice powder around the bronze of his brow. My lizard stretches one limb toward mahogany branches worn away by many poets tired and lonely. One water buffalo yearning for one chord from Yomo Toro. The lizard on the other side of the border whose breath blends with hibiscus, sweet tequila, and my hair. Lizard closes his eyes, skin now roughened crepe, limbs cut by galloping Apaches outside Denver, nestled by painted trunks of trees, rest in peace, that leave the Grand Concourse a great fiesta or a New Orleans funeral trail. We smell each other from separate territories. My scent confines me to specific soils, far from the swamps and rivers. The lizard traps my ankles without a sound. The pouch taut around someone's mouth fallen open. The cafecito is sweet, see, puppy? When I wiggle, seeking my natural state of repose, my skin is silk to touch, tattooed, a Dogon iguana in her own soft bone splay. But actually, I'm over there. No, over here. You see, I crossed the border right in front of your eyes. Thank you, guys. I want to tell you all thank you for coming out with me this afternoon. And you remember when they had the steamboats that were segregated? How many remember that? You don't remember the steamboats on the river that were segregated and we could never go on them, but you could look at them all the time? That sometimes I feel like that's one of the best reasons to be raised here, because the river will take you anywhere, no matter what else is standing still. The river opens whole vistas, even if you have never been around the block. Something can take you up or down river. So I'm thanking you and the land for having given me so much to make my life so rich. But one of the things I discovered in the richness that has been my life is that there is a monotony and a clockwork likeness. A clockwork feeling to something that is horrible, to some things that are terrible. They come almost like the sea and the tide comes in, and there's nothing we can do, it seems like. But some of these things we do to ourselves. And that, I think, we can do something about. So I'm going to talk about this.
Every 3 minutes, a woman is beaten. Every 5 minutes, a woman is raped. Every 10 minutes, a little girl is molested.
But I rode the subway today. I sat next to an old man who may have beaten his old wife 3 minutes ago or 3 days. 30 years ago, he might have sodomized his daughter, but I sat there